Hey cats and kittens, EDDBUD here. The running news returns for 2021, now that there's actually some running news. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Firstly, man's keeping it at max level on the positive vibes, fam. Oh, don't know what happened. Came over all strange. Let's get on with it. Story 1 today is about good old Jim Walmsley. Jim Walmsley set a new American record over that 100k distance. Can you imagine running 100k? I cannot. He was using those brand new Hoka Oni Carbon X2 shoes. And I think they did him pretty proud over there in Arizona. The mythical distance legend, Sir Jim of the many miles. He completed the distance in 6 hours, 9 minutes and 25 seconds. So just narrowly missing out on a world record. And he did this despite hitting a course sign, and he injured his left shoulder there quite badly. There was some blood on his person. That didn't stop old Jim though. He showed some incredible fortitude and strength. The mental strength of the man must be immense. Can you imagine a race, like some type of relay involving Kipchoge and Warmsley? It would just be fantastic, wouldn't it? Please, world, can you make it happen? He kept on driving through with that sort of strange, loping, almost Chris Waddle style running. He has that same sort of movement. It just looks like he's jogging on a nice sunny day. It's just madness. The fact that he just missed out on that world record here is completely irrelevant. An amazing effort and one you can watch, and if that doesn't galvanise you and give you a little bit of strength yourself, then something's wrong there. Whatever distances you undertake as a runner, Jim Walmsley's effort is just absolutely spot on. Well done, Jim. Be proud of that super effort. Before we get to the next story on the running news, it really does help the channel out if you'd hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications when I launch those new videos. Story 2. What's going on here? We'll soon all be able to add the Nike ZoomX Invincible Run to our shoe rotations. That spongy offering is going to arrive on February the 11th for Nike Plus members, and we got to wait a little longer for retail. It's going to be about a week after that. A few websites and channels have featured the shoe, but there is one Instagram account of which I always gravitate to if I want to get a really good, transparent and very informed view about a shoe, and that is that of Ben Johnson. That man's super talented and an incredibly fit athlete. His concise and always informative views suggest that this shoe feels a little bit lighter on foot in terms of the actual feel than the similarly weighted React Infinity Run Flyknit 2. He also suggests it actually reminds him a little bit of the Vaporfly 4%. I think it was in terms of the profile of the midsole. Certainly clearly wider than the 4% in the heel area. I always enjoy Ben's posts as he supplies some really enjoyable insight into his training and the shoes he's been utilising. You can see his consistent progress within his training over the course of the last couple of years. He is one fast gentleman. I'm really looking forward to the Invincible Run. I'll definitely snap a pair up when they become available. But first it's time to grind down the React Legend 3 Shield and also that Infinity Run Flyknit 2. Is that right? Yeah, I got to get some more miles into those. I think I'm almost there on the Shield, so that'll be coming up soon. Story 3. 2 brands I really dig are Inov-8. I really need to clean this shoe. And Coros. Those thoroughly spiffing fellows really know how to dig that jive. Inov-8 produce some really underrated shoes. That Terra Ultra G270. Go and try it. And Coros have some superb value timepieces, chock full of functions. These 2 brands have collaborated with a special challenge online. It's called Step Up and Play Your Part. The aim of this challenge is to amass a huge number of miles across all the participants. I think they're going for 21 million miles. That's a lot of miles. Even 8 miles felt quite tough today for me. My legs were pretty weighty, I suppose. They just felt tired today. Or was it me that felt tired? I don't know. One of the two. I thought I'll go to bed nice and early, read my book. Didn't work. Slept longer, felt worse. So Inov-8 and Coros are seeking runners to sign up and participate in this challenge. I think it's all around boosting people's mental health, urging people to get out there, get some steps in, breathe in some fresh air, obviously socially distancing of course. Mental health is obviously a huge problem right now. Lots of people feeling like very isolated, I suppose. I'm just glad I got you guys out there. I never ever feel alone. I gotta be honest, I love getting out there running at the moment. Rain or shine, one of the viewers actually mentioned on Strava that I always seem to be running in bad weather. I just love it. It's even better when the weather's bad, I think. It really clears out the sinuses. You just feel alive. I think this challenge is just too good to turn down. Plus it means that I can get outside and get away from Beast for a little peace and quiet. Everyone needs a bit of respite from the piercing mew of that demanding creature. There's lots of prizes on offer for those taking part within this challenge. I think they got lots of items from Inov-8 and Coros. Taking part is simplicity itself. You can log your steps and miles on the link just below, and I'll put that link in the description of this video. Good job, guys. Story 4. American shoe mavericks Atreyu have got a second round of pre-orders for their special carbon-plated offering, the Artist. It's got a supercritical midsole foam, which it sounds kind of dangerous, doesn't it? I'm sure it's safe though. I'm sure it won't cause you any bother. So the shoe itself is around $100, and this second pre-order for the shoe does offer several different shipping methods, even over to the UK. It's not hugely expensive, I don't think, if you want to get it over to the UK. I think the cheapest one's around about $27. I think estimated delivery for this one's by the end of March, though I did remember seeing a message that popped up saying something about June or July, perhaps at the latest. It certainly won't be a heavy package. This one in a US 9 comes in at only 204 grams, so it might have a supercritical midsole, but super light too. A 6mm drop, so it's not a mountainous sort of affair. Mountains always reminds me of watching Cliffhanger, the Sylvester Stallone film, while I was on a ferry once. Didn't go well. The Bay of Biscay is a very demanding mistress. I think that Beast could hear me talking about her and she's appeared and it's just causing havoc really around the place. What are you doing? My mongrel. I have to say that the outsole on the Artist does look very reminiscent of the one that we find on the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro. It's that cat tongue style rubber. Maybe that's why Beast appeared. That was probably what it was. Have you pre-ordered these shoes from Atreyu? Or have you run in any of their other models? Let me know in those recently very busy comments. As Bob Hoskins once said, it's good to talk. That is all the running news for today. A quick musical interlude for you. Recently on my runs I've been listening to the American band The Shivers. I think the last album they had out was in 2019, I believe, called Dark Thoughts. If you like your rock and roll in that sort of garage rock, reverby kind of guitar mode, then this is the band for you. Really did transport me back to listening to a band called the Von Bondies, actually. I think they were good mates with Jack White back in the early noughties. It's that kind of pounding drum style, loads and loads of reverb, kind of surfy guitar sounds, I suppose. There's a really good KEXP YouTube video with the Shivers where they're playing a few of their tracks at the studios, and that's really worth checking out. So do go and listen to these guys, the Shivers. Right, it's time to sign off and prepare, because I think I'm doing a live stream later on, or at least I'm going to try and get everything set up to do that. Thanks for making it through to the end of the video, guys. I very much appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell below for notifications when we launch those new videos. It really does help the channel out if you give this video a thumbs up like and share this video with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you